So I'm on a road trip and it's a solo one, and I know a lot of people are like, wait, you're gonna go by yourself all the way to Maine? Like, what's the point? I actually love traveling alone. I don't know about you, but here are some of the things that I chose to do while I was on a solo road trip to Maine. Technically, there are 3 reasons for this trip. Several years ago, someone actually gave me an SUV blow-up mattress, which I hadn't really ever gotten a chance to use, although I did write about it. So I've always wanted to use it, so it's actually back there, and I will be car camping, which is very exciting. Or not, I'm not sure yet. The second reason is that I bought this year a national park pass, and if you think about it, you really have to use that 3 times for it to make monetary sense, and I bought it and have used it twice, maybe 3 times, but that doesn't really count. I really only parked somewhere. I didn't get to enjoy the national park. So it's about to expire, and I want to make sure that I've gone to 3 parks. So that's the third reason. That's the second reason. And I don't have the puppy with me right now, so that's my opportunity to travel. So I guess the truth is I'm just an adventurer. So here we go. Solo road trip to Acadia.
While it was set aside for conservation a lot earlier, the land here officially became Acadia National Park in 1929. There are 155 miles of hiking trails, lakes, ponds, meadows everywhere, and plenty of natural scenic attractions.
So I made it to Acadia, and the very first thing I've decided to do is just to do the Park Loop Road so I can get an idea of where everything is and the most beautiful spots. And I think I found one. I mean, wow.
Thunder Hole is a narrow carved inlet. Waves coming into here cause the air to escape and sound like thunder. I obviously came on a calmer day. I geeked out that Otter Cliffs was an old naval radio station from World War I. And I just took a bunch of random stops to take in the rugged coastline of Mount Desert Island.
Okay, and every road is paved to perfection, so you can drive just about any car here. I do think the SUV was the right choice. Obviously, I'm also camping in the SUV, but
Acadia does seem generally set up for any kind of wanderer, rugged adventurers or leisure drivers alike. After a quick circle of the park and a look at Bar Harbor, I decided it was time to go and find my campsite. Now these sites sell out quickly, as they're only $30 per night, but I had reserved a specific site at Blackwood Campground online 2 months in advance.
okay, we're here. Let's see what this place is like. Okay, so one thing that I was not prepared for was how close these campsites are to each other, which I guess should make me feel more secure, but on the other hand, it's also a little bit strange. So this is what my campsite looks like. I am 46 on the B Loop. You could actually see a picture of them online whenever you were choosing which one, but I was just kind of looking for one that I knew the car would fit in because I was planning on staying in the car. But I love that I have the ability to make a fire, although I brought no firewood or anything that would need a fire actually, and I have a picnic table, so I have a place to do some writing and sitting, and I am close to the bathrooms, which is fun. But what we actually care about is what the car looks like. So okay, so the best thing that I've actually figured out about this mattress is that while it's like queen sized, you have the ability to only inflate one side at a time. So I actually only inflated one side, so it's kind of like a twin, and then I have enough room to sit and have my things on the other side. So that's what I've done. I have kind of like my twin blow-up mattress and my pillow and all my stuff on this side, and then I've been sitting over here and have all my stuff. From my campsite, there was actually a trailhead straight to Cadillac Mountain from the south side, I think. So I decided that was going to be my very first hike. And I'm doing it alone. I literally haven't seen anybody else on the trail, but here's a little bit of what I'm seeing. It's a nice, easy one, pretty flat. Nothing too major to have to work around. So far, I'm loving it. I love hiking in national parks because you always feel like you're walking in like a fairy world. I mean, look at this. Where else? Where else?
I did not go all the way to Cadillac Mountain. I was saving that for the special sunrise experience, but I did stop to take in the view from a lower summit.
Okay, so here I am in my car, which is pretty awesome. I actually have a lantern, which is nice too, so I can read and do some things inside the car. It's actually cold outside too, so I'm kind of happy to be in the car because if I was out there, I would need like way more blankets than I brought. And I don't have a sleeping bag right now. I've got to find that. I'm also headed to bed super early because I scored tickets to drive up to Cadillac Mountain tomorrow for the sunrise. So I will be looking forward to doing that. So we all got up really early, really early because the road to get up here opens up at 4 o'clock so that we can see the sunrise from Cadillac Mountain.
Cadillac Mountain is the tallest mountain on the eastern seaboard and one of the most popular places to see the sunrise. Summit Road is a winding 3 miles, which I did in the dark, of course, and it leads to 2 small parking areas, so you have to get a reservation. It costs about $6 for this in addition to the park pass. Yep, you gotta have both. I took my time on the way down, taking it all in, and then I just had one must-see left to visit.
This is Jordan Pond. Jordan Pond also has a restaurant and a hiking trail, but I tried to come here the first day I was here and it was packed with people. I couldn't even find a parking spot. So after the sunrise on Cadillac Mountain, I came down here to make sure I could see it, and seeing it without everyone here is really spectacular. I can even see ducks swimming on the lake, which is very cold, by the way.
Those were the highlights. My trip to Acadia was only 2 days, and obviously I'd have loved to stay longer, but I do think I saw what most people come to see. Now I'm back on the road.